start the meeting.
All right, Ms. Tyson, thank you. It's my understanding, I'll call your August meeting of your State Board of Elections to order. We have 4 members on this virtual meeting, and Mr. Peterson's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. So absent objection at this point, I'm going to go ahead and ask our secretary to call the roll as we have a quorum. Georgia, would you be willing to call the roll? Got to unmute yourself.
How's that?
Much better.
Okay. So I will call the roll. Chairman O'Bannon.
Here.
Vice Chair Dance.
Here.
Dr. Stolle. I think he's okay. Mr. Peterson will be here shortly, and then Secretary Alvis Long here.
Great, thank you. I see Dr. Stolle. I'm sure he would unmute his mic and say here if
Yeah.
need be.
Now I'm unmuted. How about that?
Welcome, thank you very much. So it's August. We have a rather brief agenda. So this is going to be an all virtual meeting. We'll play by those rules unless somebody has an objection. I want to just also share we have multiple staff members from ELECT. We have our attorneys, Mr. Polio and Mr. Murphy, and we have our Commissioner, Ms. Beals. So we will have a public comment in just a minute, and then we'll proceed with our agenda, and then we will have what I think will be a fairly brief closed session at the end of the meeting. So, Georgia, would you be kind enough to present the minutes of the July meeting?
Yes. Can you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, the July 1st, 2025 State Board of Elections meeting minutes have been distributed to the board for their review. If there are no corrections or additions, then I would request that you ask for a motion to approve them as distributed and presented.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Thank you very much. Second?
Second?
Thank you, sir. Any discussion? All in favor? Call the roll, please.
Chairman O'Bannon.
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance.
Aye.
Dr. Stolle.
Aye.
Mr. Peterson. Not here yet. Secretary Alvis Long. Aye.
All right. Thank you very much. So we're now going to have Franchelle. Got to unmute.
I'm sorry, he is joining the meeting shortly.
That's fine. So we're going to do public comment. I'm going to depend on Ms. Tyson to help us.
I have no public comment.
Wow.
I am speechless. What? That's fine. It's so we'll leave that open for another minute. And then if we don't have any public comment, we'll move on to the commissioner's report. Okay. Nobody's spoken up. All right. Well, Commissioner Beals, welcome. We'll be benefited by your report.
Chairman O'Bannon, Vice Chair Dance, and members of the board. The department has been busy this summer with preparations for the November gubernatorial election. We sent out our second confirmation mailing of the year in June. We held our annual training for registrars and electoral board members in July, and several members from ELECT attended the voter registrars annual conference in Roanoke in August. There is one item that is on the agenda today that I wanted to call your attention to. Today we have our updated Officer of Election training for your approval. This online training allows localities to train election officers with the most up-to-date legislative and process developments prior to their service on Election Day. One of the updates to this training is including the DMV's mobile ID as an acceptable ID to check in to vote. This mobile ID allows the voter to pull up their ID on their phone and can be used by a voter as a means of showing ID when they vote in person and are checked into the poll book in their precinct. The mobile ID, just to be super clear, is not an app that is used to vote a ballot. There is no online or app-based voting in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We only vote on paper ballots, which are hand-marked by voters. As you know, early voting is currently underway in Fairfax City and Fairfax County for the special election for Congressional District 11, following the passing of Congressman Gerald Connolly. Election day for that special election will be Tuesday, September 9th, and the State Board of Elections will meet next to certify the results of that special election on September 17th, and then early voting for the November elections will begin on September 19th. We actually will begin ballot proofing for the November election next week, starting on August 15th. So that completes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just for clarity, to reinforce what you said, you cannot vote from your phone app.
No, not in Virginia. No, sir.
You can use that app as an ID to identify yourself in a polling place.
Correct.
And our next meeting will be Wednesday, the 17th of September, 1 p.m. It will be a live meeting, and we, at that point, will certify the results of the 11th Congressional District.
That's right.
Okay, great. All right, then we'll move to our agenda. Item 5 is election systems and software electronic poll book. Mr. Andrews, welcome.
Good afternoon, Chairman O'Bannon, Vice Chair Dance, and members of the board. Today in your board papers, you have documents pertaining to the request to certify the election systems and software ES&S Express Poll Electronic Poll Book System version 7.2.80 under applicable code 24.2.611. In your docket documents includes the SLI compliance letter, the Newport News mock election testing letter, and the Commonwealth of Virginia electronic poll book standards for requirements and procedures. On May 1st, ES&S submitted paperwork to start the process to be evaluated for certification of the Express Poll 7.2.8.0 EPB system in the Commonwealth of Virginia. They submitted their TDP, technical data packet, and corporate paperwork required under Phase 1 of the standards and requirements. Their TDP and corporate paperwork were deemed compliant and sufficient, and therefore elect move to Phase 2 of the requirements. A preliminary review of the state designated evaluation agent was performed along with the creation of test assertions. ES&S provided the testing fee, and from July 28th through July 30th, the vendor, the Vista SOI, and the state designated evaluator conducted testing and evaluation on the system. In addition to that, on Thursday, July 31st, a mock election was held in the city of Newport News. Present at this mock election was the Newport News Director of Elections and General Registrar, Vicki Lewis, and the Chair of the Newport News Electoral Board, Susan Youngbluff. Also present were elect representatives. The ES&S electronic poll book presented for certification under version Express Poll 7.2.8.0 successfully completed the Virginia Electronic Poll Book System Standards State Certification Requirements and the applicable code 24.2.611. If there aren't any questions, suggested motions are in your board papers.
Thank you very much, sir. It sounds as if you checked all the boxes.
But Mr. Chairman, I move that the board certify the use of election systems and software, electronic poll book, Express Poll 7.2.8.0 in elections in the Commonwealth of Virginia, pursuant to the state certification of electronic poll books, requirements and procedures.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Stolly. So our vice chairman is not interested in wasting any time today. She's ready to go. All right. Any discussion from the board? Absent that, Madam Secretary, would you call the roll, please?
Yeah. Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
Hey, welcome, chap.
I'm here.
And Secretary Elvis Long, aye.
All right, that passes unanimously. Next is item 6, Officer of Election Training. Ms. Uden?
Good afternoon, Chairman O'Bannon, Vice Chair Dance, and members of the board. Pursuant to the Code of Virginia 24.2103D, the State Board of Elections is required to set the training standards for the officers of election to develop standardized training programs to be conducted by the local electoral boards and the general registrars. The board is also required to provide standardized training materials for such training, and an online course must be made available on the Department of Elections website. Staff review this training annually to ensure that it is compliant with approved legislation and provides a comprehensive overview for all localities. The training department has improved the course formatting, moving from a series of PDFs and associated quizzes to a single online interactive course. This format allows users to engage with the information through a series of 12 lessons and activities that result in a certificate upon successful completion that can be shared for documentation and for accountability. PDFs continue to be available for those localities that prefer paper copies at their in-person training events. Therefore, staff recommend that this board adopt the accompanying materials for officers of election training as presented in your board papers.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board approve the department's training standards and materials for officers of election.
I
Thank
second.
you. Thank you. Is there any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
Secretary Elvis Long, aye.
Thank you. Do you pronounce your last name Uten or Outen?
Alton, sir.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right. Very good. And item number 7 is the General Registrar Certification Program, which has revisions that are being presented. And that is also Sarah.
Yes, sir. Chairman O'Bannon, Vice Chair Dance, and members of the board. Pursuant to the Code of Virginia 24.2103C, the state board, through the Department of Elections, shall conduct a certification program for general registrars and shall require each general registrar to receive certification through such program from the department within 12 months of his initial appointment or any subsequent reappointment. This program includes a curriculum of 11 courses available in a single online interactive series. This allows users to engage with the information in a convenient and flexible format that accommodates increasing workload requirements and time constraints. Following successful completion of these 11 courses, candidates receive a certificate. Staff update these courses and content annually to ensure compliance with approved legislation and the provision of accurate and timely information to general registrars. Notable content updates include the implementation of same-day registration, reporting CAP by precinct, changes to the voter registration application, the provisional envelope, and date and time-driven events and deadlines. Therefore, staff recommends that this board adopt the amended certification program and accompanying materials as presented for general registrars.
Great. Thank you. And I'll just remind everybody it's this thick.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Is there a motion?
I got a question.
Yeah, chap.
My question is, are registrars required to take this, or is this some type of
Yes.
additional thing?
Yes, sir. Registrars are required to take this in their first year of appointment or reappointment, and they have 12 months from that date to complete the course to maintain their certification. They're also completing electives in the 2 years in between that 3-year cycle.
And if the further question, Mr. Chair, if they
Yes, sir.
don't get certified, what happens?
Ms. Beals?
They're notified that they are out of compliance.
Okay,
Yeah.
did they lose their job?
It's not quite that simple.
Okay, all right. All right, enough said. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
All right. Any other questions? All right, call the roll, please.
Was there a motion made?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a motion?
I move that the board approve the department's revisions to the general registrar certification program as presented.
I second.
Thank you all both very much. Is there any other discussion? All right, Madam Secretary.
Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
Secretary Alvis Long, aye.
All right, thank you very much. Any members of the board have anything else they would like to talk about before we go into closed session? All right, then Ms. Tyson will help us get into closed session. We'll have a brief closed session. And then we'll come out of closed session and remind everybody of our meeting on September the 17th. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
Uh,
Dr. Stolly?
pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A7, I move the board go into closed session for the purposes of discussing pending threatened litigation. In accordance with Section 2.2-73712F, Susan Beals, Commissioner of Elections, and Andrew Murphy and Dennis Polio, Office of the Attorney General, will attend the closed session because their presence will reasonably aid the board and its consideration of the subject of the meeting.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. I'll just remind everybody, the motion was for proposed legal threats and not legislative ones.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay, call the roll, please.
Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
Secretary Alvis Long, aye.
Great, thank you. So Ms. Tyson, you let us know when we're good to go on the closed session, please.
Yes, bear with us for just a moment. We'll be moving everyone in the public to the lobby so that they can have a closed session.
We're open. Welcome back, everybody. We're recording again. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move to reconvene the meeting in open session and take a roll call vote certifying that to the best of each member's knowledge, only such public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements under this chapter, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard or discussed by the State Board of Elections.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Stolly. Any discussion? All right, Madam Secretary, would you call the roll?
Okay, I hope I'm still on. Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson, Secretary Alvis Long, aye.
Great. Thank you all very much. All right, I think that concludes today's business. I want to thank the staff, particularly the gal driving the computer there. And it worked out very efficiently, Franchelle. So thank you for your work. And I'll see everybody on the 17th, if not sooner, hopefully not sooner. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
All in favor? Call the roll.
Chairman O'Bannon,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dance,
Aye.
Dr. Stolly,
Aye.
Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
Secretary Alvis Long, aye.
We might want to think about doing that one by consensus, but anyway, we'll put it in the minutes that we took an individual vote. Thank you all very much.
All right.
Have a good week, you all.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Chris.
Bye-bye.
Roz.
Thank you all.